So, I'm a teacher. It's the last week of school. That means that in just a couple days, I'm gonna have the whole summer to start work on my dream game. Ever since 10-year-old me first played Final Fantasy II on the Super Nintendo, I've wanted to make video games. Unfortunately, living in Canada's Northwest Territories when the 386 was king, there weren't a lot of great chances for 10-year-old me to get into game development. Fortunately, I went to an Apple school.
It's powerful, and it'll blow the doors off anything else in its class. Test drive a Macintosh.
Okay, so that didn't help at all. Life happened, and it wasn't until university that I got my hands on a copy of RPG Maker. I messed around with this off and on for a few years, but it wasn't until I became a teacher and I realized how terrible educational video games are that I decided to use it to make Mathpocalypse, a math-based RPG to help my students practice their skills. I loved working on this game, but it was clear that there were some limitations to what I could do with RPG Maker as a game engine. I wanted to do more with my game making, but I didn't know how to write a single line of code. This brought me to the summer of 2021. There's one thing that being a serious trail runner's taught me, is that I can't let a little thing like not knowing how to write code stop me from doing something I love. So, I downloaded Unity, spent a bunch of time on the Unity Learn page, became best friends with Brackeys and Blackthorn Prod, and I started minigame making. At the end of that summer, I was feeling pretty confident in what I could do, but I also knew that I wasn't quite ready after one summer of minigames to start on my dream game. So I decided to give myself a year, spend the time learning as much as I possibly could, make tutorials along the way sharing what I was learning with other people, and get ready so that when 2022 hit, I'd be ready to hit the ground running and make my game come to life. So here we are, summer of 2022, it's time to get started. That I'm still woefully unprepared to take on the game of my dreams, but I don't care. I like a challenge, and I'm prepared to give this one everything I've got. So, I'd like to introduce you to my dream. It's a game called Willard. At its heart, Willard is a story-driven game with RPG elements about a boy searching for his father in a world without magic. It's a genre mashup with at least 3 distinct modes of play. There'll be a top-down city builder mode where you develop a village and prepare to withstand periodic monster raids. The battles will play out in a side-scrolling tower defense mode that plays something like Kingdom, but with a little dash of Castle Crashers or Odin Sphere. Between battles, you'll have the chance to repair your village, visit the local townspeople to help them recover from battle, or head out exploring. Your village is nestled in the midst of a mountain range, and large portions of the game will involve exploring the corners of these mountains in a puzzle-based action experience. You'll encounter powerful monsters, befriend other travelers, and rescue lost inhabitants of the land who can be recruited to join your village. Willard's inspired in part by some of the great games of the past. The first idea to bring together city building and action genres was inspired by the 16-bit pioneers like ActRaiser or Soul Blazer. The puzzle-based action comes partly from my childhood love of games like Star Tropics and Adventures of Lolo. At the same time, Willard aims to be nostalgic in the best of ways, harnessing the spirit of games past while providing a thoroughly modern playing experience. So, it's time to get started. For the rest of the summer, I hope to post update devlogs roughly every 2 weeks to keep you updated on how development's coming with Willard. In my next devlog, I hope to tell you a little more about the backstory of Willard and also give you an update about how early development's coming along. Until then, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to click like or subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I'm Matt with Night Run Studio. Thanks for watching.